A late-night adventure begins as Emma, Jake, Ryan, and Chloe stand at the entrance of the infamous Black Hollow Cemetery. Legends of hauntings and disappearances surround the place, but their curiosity overrides their fear. Despite Chloe's hesitation, Jake convinces the group to press on. Certain the tales are nothing more than old stories, they venture into the cemetery, unaware of the terror they are about to awaken. As they walk deeper into the cemetery, Ryan's flashlight catches something unusual, a moss-covered statue hidden among the tombstones. The group gathers around it, intrigued by its mysterious appearance and strange symbols etched at its base. The statue exudes an eerie, unnatural energy, and as they inspect it, the ground seems to pulse beneath them. Emma feels a growing unease, but the group brushes it off, not realizing they have triggered something far more sinister. As they prepare to leave, the air thickens and the temperature drops sharply. Faint whispers surround them, carried on the wind, growing louder and more distinct. Jake's skepticism fades when his flashlight flickers out and he sees shadowy figures lurking in the distance. Fear takes hold of the group as Ryan feels something claw at his arm, leaving deep, red marks. Emma notices the glowing symbols at the base of the statue and realizes that the statue is cursed and they are no longer safe. Emma discovers an old journal buried near a gravestone detailing the true nature of the statue. It is not just a relic, it is a conduit for dark magic, requiring sacrifices to keep the spirits of the dead at rest. The graveyard comes alive, and skeletal hands break through the ground, reaching for them. Panic sets in, and the group tries to escape, but Chloe is pulled into the shadows, her screams echoing in the fog. Jake is taken next, leaving Emma and Ryan to fight for their lives. Emma and Ryan race toward the gates, but the cemetery is determined to keep them. The whispers grow deafening, demanding payment for disturbing the cursed ground. As they reach the gates, Emma looks back at the statue, realizing what it wants: sacrifices. The gate slams shut behind them, and the graveyard falls silent, the spirits momentarily appeased. But in the distance, the statue's eyes glow once more, waiting for the next souls to claim. Weeks have passed since Emma and Ryan narrowly escaped Black Hollow Cemetery, but neither can shake the horrors they witnessed. Nightmares plague their sleep, and the whispers from the graveyard echo in their minds. Ryan refuses to talk about what happened, while Emma becomes obsessed with researching the history of the cemetery and the cursed statue. Her search leads her to the disturbing realization that no one who has encountered the statue has ever been free from its curse. Emma finds an old letter hidden in the back of the journal she discovered that night, written by a woman who survived a similar ordeal decades ago. The letter claims there is only one way to break the curse. They must return to Black Hollow and perform a ritual to sever the statue's connection to the dark forces. Emma tries to convince Ryan to join her, but he refuses, still traumatized by the events. Desperate and with no one else to turn to, Emma decides to go back to the graveyard alone. Upon returning to the cemetery, Emma encounters an elderly groundskeeper named Mr. Alden, who warns her that many have tried to break the curse and failed. He reveals that the statue is far older than the cemetery itself, brought to Black Hollow by ancient practitioners of dark magic. The spirits bound to the statue have grown stronger with each sacrifice, and they will stop at nothing to claim more lives. Despite the danger, Emma presses on, determined to end the curse once and for all. As Emma prepares for the ritual, strange occurrences escalate around her. The fog thickens, and the whispers grow louder, as though the spirits are aware of her intentions. Armed with the instructions from the journal, Emma begins the ritual at the foot of the statue, but the ground trembles and the spirits rise, more aggressive than before. Shadows dance around her, trying to disrupt the ritual, but Emma holds firm, her heart pounding as she speaks the ancient words that will sever the statue's power. Just as the ritual reaches its climax, Emma is confronted by a terrifying figure, a manifestation of the curse itself, a dark entity born from the countless souls sacrificed over centuries. The entity offers Emma a choice: abandon the ritual and walk away, or face eternal torment alongside those it has claimed. Emma realizes this is the moment of truth. With everything on the line, she refuses to back down, knowing that breaking the curse may be the only way to stop the entity from claiming more lives. In a moment of desperation, Emma recalls the final line from the journal. A sacrifice of one's own blood is required to complete the ritual. Without hesitation, she cuts her hand and lets her blood drip onto the glowing symbols at the base of the statue. The ground trembles violently, and the dark entity screams in rage as its connection to the statue begins to unravel. The statue cracks, its glow fading, and the spirits bound to it dissipate into the night. As dawn breaks, the fog lifts, and the cemetery falls silent. Emma stands before the shattered remains of the statue, exhausted but victorious. The curse has been broken, but the toll is heavy. Though she has severed the statue's dark power, Emma wonders if the graveyard will ever truly be at peace. She leaves Black Hollow behind, hoping that the spirits will finally rest. But deep down, she knows the past may never fully let go.